got?
I like Huskar Tiny. I think that they're on this like hot new stuff, and Binomistas are stuck in the past, man.
Yeah, yeah. Is Phoenix Mars really the past?
The past. Useless garbage.
Useless.
Dude, I'm going with Huskar. All right, it's one of my favorite heroes. I just feel like he's gonna destroy the Storm in the mid lane, and his game's gonna be completely stunned.
All right, well, let's see what happens here. Game number 1, the opener, season 2 of DPC. We've got familiar faces again. It's Gary and Theban. Gareth Love, are we ready? Did you get your homework done, mate?
Absolutely did, yeah. Read through the patch notes, played a couple of turbo games, and here we are, kicking off the SADPC. Theban, Huskar, one of your favorite heroes? Used to like it?
Oh, they still don't see us, Gary. They don't see your beautiful face yet. Oh,
hello. Oh, we're
okay, we're gonna skip our faces. We're gonna go straight into the games. Yeah. You asked me about Huskar. Oh no, please, Gary, don't group me. Don't put me in the same boat as Bowie. Okay. I don't like Huskar. I don't like this hero. I really hope this hero doesn't come back. But stats don't lie. It's got an incredibly high win rate. So I'm really looking forward to at least seeing what he can do.
Well, there's not many things Bowie and I have in common, but love of heroes like Huskar and Tinker are definitely up there. We are some pretty toxic gamers. Some nasty stuff. But yeah, something I didn't consider that the panel brought up is that Drow Ranger shard against the Huskar. Could be pretty cool, right?
Oh, most definitely. I think some people have been testing this out, especially since the blow up damage from the hypothermia also works on the creep, so you can technically push out lanes much faster as well. That being said, there's also a chance that he might just not buy it that early into the game and maybe wait until it's the late game, because it is costly. 1400 gold is not, nothing, and you're gonna need to get a lot of stat items, a lot of items to try to get away from like Weaver, Tiny, Pango. These are really good gap closing heroes.
Yeah, there's so many things you need, Drow Ranger, Terrorblade, all these kind of agi heroes. And they do need the, mantas and stuff like that, Hurricane Pike, whatever it may be. Look at this, they're all gathered up towards this top rune spot. All the new runes causing a little bit of a different game plan. We're not seeing the classic 3 heroes bot from Dire, 3 heroes top from Radiant. Everyone's toying with new ideas.
Yeah, you gotta pretty much start like about 4 heroes on one side, so you can control the River Rune and the High Ground Rune. I have seen in pubs where some of the teams would try to invade, and I love this new setup with the runes, Gary. It just adds more spice to the game, and teams are trying to figure out what's the best possible way to get that little bit of an edge. And not only the starting runes are different, but you also get the 3-minute runes, Gary. That was such a huge change in my opinion.
I mean, you were begging for it. We're all wanting it. The water runes now there, so we've got the bottle refills. I mean, do you think it's a little bit powerful though?
I think it works. It makes mid a bit more balanced, and I think more heroes can be played now on the mid lane because of it, right? So you can just like rush the bottle, pick up the runes. There will be a meta where people will start to control the water runes themselves, try not to give it to the enemy mid laner when you have like a dominating mid hero who wants to keep the enemy down. So we'll see a meta, build up just from the runes alone.
Yeah, and I guess in that mid lane, speaking of, Huskar not really a hero that's going to go for bottle, so it's going to be down to the Storm, who is rushing it to get those runes going early on. And Alone already off to a good start, 2-0. And this lane, historically, it's always felt like Huskar's had the upper hand. Is that still the same with his Burning Spears?
Oh, most definitely. There's no way Storm should be able to win this lane, especially against the Burning Spear. I have seen some Huskars just go like Inner Fire and Berserker Blood, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I don't know. I don't know. They're having Huskars to just do that. So I'm glad he's gone for the Burning Spear. It's really good against Storm. Storm doesn't have the best attack range for a range hero, so he's gonna have to get real close to the Huskar to get last or try to hit the Huskar back. Look at this Storm. Wow, losing so much health already.
He does have his bottle coming out there at the very least. But yeah, Huskar, full HP. He's used 1 tango and that's it. Having a grand old time in mid. But we can look into some of these other lanes. Jupiter top being shoved away by the Abaddon. Weaver chasing forward a little bit. And it seems like they've got a real good start there for Rises, the new carry player for the Egoboys. 7-0 for him. Drow Ranger, 3-0, struggling.
This is a hard lane, right? You got the Tiny pulling the creeps for now, so you're gonna lose like the like a little bit of experience here. Then you got these double gap closers. Your support is a Phoenix. Not really good at protecting Drow. She prefers to play with like these melee position 5s, preferably.
Undying. Where is he?
But when she does get levels, though, she is gonna be able to dominate, assuming she gets all the creeps that are coming in at least.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Mini being burnt alive. The first blood coming. 5 stacks of the burning spears. He's trying to bottle through it, and it's never going to be enough. Ticks down in the dire jungle.
Oh
That's a
man,
solo
this is
kill
feeling
for Alone.
impossible. I think we're gonna see Mini going to the jungle real quick, like just jungling straight up,
It feels
and
like it.
not going into a lane. This is an impossible lane for Storm.
Oh, he's TPing back into mid. We'll see how he fares. Level 2 Storm is about to crack 3. The other problem is, you know, Theban, considering who can help him, do we have a roaming hero that can come into mid and do anything?
Phoenix with Sunray, perhaps. Actually, speaking of Phoenix,
Yeah,
getting
he's
killed
dropping.
off right now. 1 second. Oh, won't get it. No dive.
And that's because that tiny hit level 2 because of the wave drag back, and now pushing Benny out of the lane. Tano and Drakeel having a great time down bottom. Well, up top looks like Kara again just dealing very well with the Shadow Shaman.
They really need this Mars lane to be going well. I think Mars is probably the best offlaner at the moment, just because he wasn't really changed that much in the last patch, and he was already a very good hero. So we're gonna be seeing a lot of this in the upcoming games. And then the Shadow Shaman, I do prefer Lion over Shadow Shaman right now as a support. If you wanted something that can control the Weaver, they did have an Abaddon problem, so maybe they decided, hey, Shackles might do a little bit better against the Abaddon, just to be able to hold them down even longer.
Keep him in place. I mean, what did change with Mars? It was just like ulti damage at level 2 and 3 got nerfed a bit. Yeah, it wasn't really that much, was it?
He actually got more int. So
Oh, you're right, yeah.
I think he's slightly buffed on the earlier levels.
Because in a previous patch, you got some of his int removed, didn't he? And you're kind of struggling with your spear, God's Rebuke, and your arena combos.
Exactly.
Oh,
Look at that. We see some control from Kara and Tano bottom.
Very
and
nice.
Tiny bought a bottle. Or is that his bottle? No, oh sorry. It's the Pango's bottle. Picking
Still
that up.
refilling it up. Yeah, I did see a couple of suggestions about this water rune, whether or not we go back to the Mini. Oh, Tano's hunting him. He's cleared the camp just in time.
Ooh, so close. Yeah, the Mini has boots. If he didn't have boots there, he just went for like some stat item. I think the Tiny would have been able to chase him down with the smoke and the boot speed.
And probably get an avalanche off. Right now, toying with Nuage's Phoenix. Does have the dive available. It's left Drow in that 1v1 up in that dire tier 1 bottom area. And Tana just going to keep chasing him back. Drow Ranger struggling to lane 1v1 against this Drakeel Pango. Now the Tiny's collapsing in onto lane. Benny has stuck around for far too long. Toss up. Try and swipe him down with the rapiers of the Pango. And with that avalanche coming in onto both of them, Benny pops his magic stick. But the swashbuckle's there. Drakeel clears it up. And Nuage is going to have to dive away from this. It looks like it's the top lane. The Weaver takes him down. Jupiter's gone. And there's a 2-kill success in that top lane for Egoboys too.
And that's
It's
5-0.
5-0.
Yep, very good start for them. And this is what you want to see from Egoboys. They got like these really good gap closing heroes, but maybe not the best team fight. So you want to be able to win that early game, the early laning stage, so you can keep the momentum going. And Mini, level 5. Uh-oh.
Oh dear. It's tragedy striking again in that mid lane. Tano's helping, and who's this as TP in? It's Jupiter. There's a freebie. He shackles up alone, but he's not under the tower anymore. He'll just get a few more burning spears in, ticks him down. Jupiter pops his stick. Oh, he's not going to survive though. Nuages, not sure you want to be here. 7-0 for Egoboys. Phoenix has come in to dive and maybe die himself. The spear, it launches pretty far. Oh, 2 stacks up, he's dead. It's a triple for Alone. Gifted to
And the
him.
catapult is still alive too. They might just lose a tower here as well with that.
Oh, man, he's TP back. He's still level 5 on this Storm Spirit. every single lane. It's just domination nation for Egoboys. And they're converging up towards top, onto the Mars. Like you said, Mars is that team fight hero. He's a linchpin hero here, as the spear catches Abaddon, but the Huskar has jumped and leapfrogged over the Mars, trying to burn through the Abaddon, but Sexy Fat's down. Rise on a killing spree. Nuage is here to try and hold on to this tower with Jupiter, but it is relentless. Bottom lane Tano chasing Benny out of lane. Nowhere safe to even. I mean, wait, does the Drought die here? Minnie's died to a lone mid. Benny's nearly dying in the jungle. Throws out the multi-shot. Tano dodges it, drops his shoulder, gets the triangle delivered, but he will be taken down by the Drought. Something that's going the way of the Binomistas finally.
They're finally on the board. I mean, Alone just got a triple kill mid, went top, got the Mars kill, TP mid, got the Storm kill. Like, this man's just out for blood. Like, he's got an armlet now. 7 minutes in with the raindrop. Level 9, about to be level up. Please don't tell me this is the future of Huskar.
This is Dota
I
now.
don't want to live. I don't want to live in this world anymore.
Get me off of this planet.
Like, how do you stop this, Gary? What do you do?
Honestly, I don't know. It was kind of a key point that I think Trent brought up.
Oh no, Benny as well.
He's found in the jungle, doesn't even have a point in Gust, so he can't shove him away. Alone is unstoppable. But yeah,
okay, Alone has picked up the tags of every single player on Radiant team.
Oh really?
7 minutes into the game. He's killed every single person at least once.
Nice. He's placing wards as well. What a gamer. But yeah, one of the points I think Trent brought up was, oh, hang on a second, Tiny. Phoenix, Storm, Shadow Shaman surrounding Tano, but here comes the big boy Huskar. Avalanche holds him in place, Nuage just dives away, but Tano, he's actually survived being burned a little bit by the Sun Ray. Unfortunate for Nuage is there. He does die to a neutral though, and Storm Spirit jumping towards Tiny, toss up, back into the Huskar, no mana on Mini, so that means he's going to try an Illusion Rune, dodge that, jump in from Alone, but still dies.
Oh man, this is really rough. And let's not forget that there's also an Abaddon on the side of Egoboys. So although Alone is just dominating right now, like if you keep trying to entertain him, Abaddon starts to play with this Huskar, that's it. You're gonna lose out on everything. They gotta ignore this Huskar. Like, I know it's hard to do that, but you're gonna have to.
And really good luck dealing with him. Sexy Fat has hit level 6 up top. There's a Weaver hitting you, buddy. I don't think he was expecting that. Went AFK for a second. It's in the mid lane. The Storm does get comboed a touch there as the Rolling Thunder from Drakeel will disengage from the mid lane fight, trying to finish off Jupiter. Losing Tano in the exchange. What's Pango gonna pull out his sleeve here? Because Jupiter's got the control and the damage in. Doesn't catch him with a swashbuckle. Rises rotates down from the top lane. Mini does get a double kill out the back of this, but in comes Kara with Rises diving mid tier 2 for the Phoenix. Simple as you like. Take him down. And a dominating streak for that Weaver now, while Mr. Huskar is in the rush pit.
All right, they need this Huskar to like die. While I'm like toggling. That's what they need right now on the side of Binomistas. How do we call them now?
Yeah, I think you're right with that one.
Binomistas?
Yeah, Binomistas.
All right.
Who was it? Was it VP? Was it Save? Who was like support Huskar and died in the Roche pit to like 3 bashes in a row or something? That's what they need. But Roshan, his life will be claimed. Top lane, they do get the Mars Arena and Rise's life to go along with it. So not all doom and gloom. But there's a looming problem for Huskar now, as Mini out of mana but no stuns. Rolling Thunder not going to come in time.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's one of the things that Egoboys is lacking in their draft is the amount of disables. They got Rolling Thunder, then they got Tiny Avalanche Toss, pretty much. So maybe building into some disables could be a good idea for Egoboys. They are playing against Storm Spirit. You know, Phoenix, also another hero you like to lock down and burst.
I was about to suggest something, but my brain told me you'd shout at me and be angry. So I'm not going to say it.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah? Do you?
After this fight, I'll guess.
Sure thing. I mean, Supernova bottom lane onto Tano. Good defense of that bot tier 1 and of Benny. Benny TP's the hell out of there. What is it?
Look at the Egoboys. They're running straight at bottom. All right, while they're running at bottom, I'm getting into your mind, Gary. You're thinking Gleipnir Weaver.
Yes, I am.
I knew it. I knew it.
I thought it for a second, and I remembered that last season you were like, no carry hero should buy this item. Rise is going to time lapse back. Mini, pretty much out of mana now. And there's that rotation in. Like you said, they're all converging into the bottom lane. Mini spotted. Rises deals with him as the Rolling Thunder looks to connect towards Jupiter. It'll be that jump in. Life break from Alone. DD going. Mini's down. And Jupiter is just going to get pounded.
Man, these are the kind of moves that Radiant need to read. Like, you see the Weaver bottom and the Huskars off the map. They're going to be running bottom towards that last tier 1 tower up. You got to get out of there. Split push. This Huskar, this is his timing. This is when he's going to be at his strongest. So you're going to need to just get some levels, get some items first, and then try to fight him when your jaw's got a little bit more.
Yeah, like Huskar's going boost to travel. He doesn't feel like he needs much else. Just the ability to move around the map.
That's insane. Boost to travels on Huskar. Gonna have very high movement speed, especially with the cost of TP now. And Huskar is not a hero you want to be dying with, so you won't be getting any free TPs.
Oh, that Mars is in so much trouble. He doesn't even know it. He thinks he's free, spearing back the Huskar, but Tano was there. Godlike Huskar now. Oh, Benny. Careful, buddy. Oh, look at that Pango into the mid lane, too. This map is getting real small for them.
Definitely. And they're just watching them. And they're ready. Nuage. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Did he dive away?
Did he get away?
The hit.
Oh, no.
It does go through. And the Shadow Shaman. Shackling up Rises, but demolished. Absolutely annihilated by that Pango as the toss back catches the Drow. Benny gusts him away, but there is no escape. 4 heroes from the Dire team all there. And they still have
a level 5 Shadow Shaman, Gary.
Wait,
at
what, really?
13 minutes. Position 4, Shadow Shaman, level 5, yeah. Feels real bad.
Oh, look what he's doing.
He's trying something.
That's a good
That's what he's doing.
That's a Dire Observer.
And he realizes that he needs some kind of crazy kills at this point in the game. Like, farming his way back into the game doesn't really seem like an option for Mini, at least.
And what is he, 400 away from Orchid? Yeah. Maybe if he gets a kill or two, farm a couple of jungle camps, he can get that Orchid and maybe snowball into something.
Oh, they got the Aegis with the spear there.
Nice. Didn't have to expend Arena either. And they're trying to edge out.
They're calling to farm this triangle area. Let's just sit on this high ground for a little bit. Maybe play for the 50-minute bounty runes. Man, Gary, they made Dota real hard, you know? Now you gotta count the minutes, multiple of 3. Used to be 5, so easy. And even 5 for some people was very hard, Gary. Now it's even harder. No, there used to be bounty runes just lying around on the map and no one's moving towards them to pick them up.
That's true. I mean, there used to be bounty runes from the beginning of the game that some people would forget.
Happens. And now, you know, like, I'm in a game and 20 minutes coming, I'm like, oh, there's a bounty rune there, I gotta go get that. Okay, speaking of bounty runes, check the Dire jungle.
There are 3.
There is 3, exactly, Gary. There's 3 bounty runes just sitting there. You know how much gold that is?
A lot.
That's about 150 gold for each hero just sitting there.
That's their savings account. It's building a bank. Or
I guess it does collect interest, doesn't it? Because the more minutes it goes into the game.
Is that intentional? Looked intentional.
Yeah. Yeah, stonks, man. That's building up. I mean, who's going to move in there? Mini's never going to go there. Radiant team haven't crossed the river in about 20 minutes.
It's just so funny how there's like just 3 boundaries. Like, I've never seen 3
just
boundaries.
Just chilling. Yeah, Benny, unfortunately. A lot of Egoboys heroes there, and they might actually get a couple more. Nuage does have a dive, Rolling Thunder, not connecting. Still going forward, Drakeel.
He's on the way, though.
He's probably just going to straight up slay him. Take out the Phoenix with a swashbuckle. There we go. Drakeel finds him, and then the rest of it. Hey, don't look at them. They just don't stop. They get a kill, another kill, then they move from bot lane up towards top. They want bounty runes. They want to control Roshan area. They do not give the Binomistas an inch.
Yeah, they're just running back and forth in this area where they know that Radiant can only farm, just get any kills. Tiny +1 or Huskar just showing up there with the Baron following him. They do have level 4 Sunray. That's probably the only way that they're going to be able to bring down the Huskar in this game. Yeah, can we look at the bottom Dire Ancients area? Can we just show these 4 bounty runes just chilling there?
There's 4 of them now.
Yeah, look at this. Drakeel like, oh, wait, there's a... He's like, wait, there's bounty runes here? Hold on.
63 gold each. Holy crap. Oh, there's a lot of money. Oh my god. Sexy Fat the Mars. He moves up into the triangle. He does get off his ulti as the storm zips in. Looking for Tano's Tiny. Clears him up. Huskar on the run now. But expending their big ultis with Supernova around the arena down means the Royal Thunder can come crashing in. And Huskar initiates onto the Drow Ranger. Trying to burn Huskar with that Sunray, but he's beyond godlike and untouchable. Phoenix, swashbuckled. Sexy Fat has lost his life, but yet again, the Dire team just come charging through with a whole ton of damage.
Yeah, they just stand there like an immovable wall. You know, Binomistas, they're like, guys, we need to fight our way into this game. There's no other way. They try something and just get absolutely demolished.
That's a DD Weaver, and that was a Phoenix.
Yep. And he's dead.
I forgot about that. We had a lot of fun with that noise one day. Yep.
Yep. I mean, that's what this game's looking like right now. They're up 11k gold. I just feel in this patch, Gary, it's a lot easier to build up your lead. So you really want to have these aggressive heroes early on. You want to be able to win. You want to take their bounty runes away because there's only 2 that are spawning, right? So if you play aggressively, you're going to be able to take theirs away. Their supports are going to suffer a lot. It's going to be so much more difficult for the enemy to come back into the game unless they get like this huge team fight.
Oh, top lane. Getting some use out of the Serpent Wards. Jupiter, unfortunately, can't really combat this Drakeel Pango. Another TP arriving as the Weaver there. Shadow Shaman wanting to try and hex him up, but Rises gives trace to the Mars. Sexy Fat going to be able to blink into the trees and potentially TP, leaving the Shadow Shaman all alone. And Weaver will gladly take it, while Roshan potentially about to spawn.
That's the second Roshan. It's going to have a... What's it going to have, Gary? It is. It's going to have a shard.
Don't you worry, Theban. I did do a bit of reading.
I was testing you.
I know.
I was testing you. I mean, who's going to take the shard? It's going to be the Huskar, right? You can use your inner fire while you're stunned. That's amazing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, if Mars goes in, spears you against the wall, you just inner fire him.
It can be cast while disabled.
Or Pango, you know, that's something that Pango pretty much buys every game, the roll up. Very important
like
spell for Pango.
Free BKB, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, with Roshan waiting another 2 minutes, not something the Egoboys can really think about, so they'll go for the aggressive play instead. Toss back Jupiter. Easy peasy.
I was meant for the Mars, but he blinked out. So it's like, oh wait, there's another hero here.
I'll take him instead.
Shaman said.
Are they planning to fight here? Like Nuages and Sexy Fat, they're in position for an actual team fight, but Storm and Drow Ranger are nowhere near.
They may be planning, but will they be successful? I highly doubt it.
That's the question. They're still not looking atrocious for the Radiant, even though it has been a little on the stompier side, 7-26. They've still got Drow and Storm collecting items, moving towards BKB on both of them. Do you think the BKBs are going to be A, here on time, and B, going to accomplish anything?
For sure. BKBs will help them survive through all the magic and the stuns, the low amount of stuns that they have on Egoboys.
Oh, they're going for
maybe
this
a lot of
Mars.
Storm to solo kill, like a Pango or a Tiny, possibly.
True. Somehow Sexy Fat gets away from both Weaver and Pango. He just gets here. It's the link out. And again, it looks like he's considering the jump. High ground vision there for the Dire team, smoking up as well, swashbuckling down to the low ground as Sexy Fat blinks again away from danger. Very fortunate. Many does get spotted out. They've pinged him out.
Courier kill. He's in a really good position to pick up like bounty runes and kill couriers from there. That's exactly where Mini wants to be. Or someone on Radiant team needs to be to get them back into the game.
Sort of behind enemy lines, right? Lurking.
Yeah. Killing couriers.
The Weaver and Huskar want to. There's the BKB from Alone. Shoves it back with the end of fire. Phoenix has arrived. Mars trying to battle back, but the Weaver has found him. Still has time lapse available to get back to full HP, and Alone's Huskar is 13-0-2. Absolutely untouched. And like you've been saying, this is an Abaddon who's level 11 with Philosopher's Stone now. So you've got 4 points in the coil, the shield, and a medallion behind your Huskar.
About to have a Solar Crest. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was playing a game the other day and my support is Solar Cresting me at like minute 16 or 17 or something, and I'm like, hold on, this doesn't add up. And then you realize how cheap it is.
It's like 1,000 cheaper, right?
Yeah. It's very easy, and it's a nice build up as well. Every part of Solar Crest you love having. Medallion gives you armor and mana regen. Crown gives you solid stats. Windlace, hey, supports love movement speed.
Yep. It's just that nasty recipe. 900 gold. How dare they charge these supports so much money?
Yeah, I think Veil and Solar Crest have been my 2 favorite items to buy on supports now.
Oh, look at this. Radiant still jumps in. They've got the 3-man arena with the spear, but he goes the Rolling Thunder. Counter initiation. The Huskar standing his ground. The Radiant just pummeled down one by one. They're all 4. And the Egoboys don't even lose a single soul. It is GG. Game is over. A full 5-man wipe without a casualty. Egoboys destroy game 1.
Well, Gary, this was a pre-planned draft from Egoboys. They first picked Abaddon, and they knew exactly what they were going for. They held off with the Huskar as late as they could in the draft, and then they got a steal, right? But next time, I think next game, as the next game, this Huskar should